Alright, let's look at the homework 1.4, 1.5, problem number 3. Alright, so let's solve this separable equation. Alright, so the equation is going to be dy over dx. Alright, and the right hand side, since y is in common, so I'm going to pull it out. So I'm going to put y here. And then what's left is going to be 4x cubed from the first term and the minus 1 from the second term. Alright, so I'm going to try to put all the y's on the left hand side and all the x's on the right hand side. Right, so I'm going to divide through by y. So we get 1 over y and dy over dx is equal to 4x cubed minus 1. Alright, then we can integrate both sides with respect to x. So dx, right, is an integral sign, and then with respect to x. Alright, then you can see that we can cancel dx here and the dx there. Right, an antiderivative of 1 over y with respect to y is natural log of absolute value of y, and then antiderivative of 4x cubed is x to the 4th power. Antiderivative of negative 1 is negative x. And then you might have plus some constant c. I'm going to call it actually c1. Alright. Then we need to get rid of natural logs, so we're going to raise e to both sides. So e to the natural log cancel out, so you're going to get the absolute value of y is equal to e to the x to the 4th minus x plus c1. Right? But I'm going to pull this, so I'm going to pull e to the c1 first, and then multiply by e to the x to the 4th minus x. Alright, then we want to remove absolute value sign, so we're going to do that. Y is equal to, then we would have to consider plus or minus e to the c1 times e to the x to the 4th minus x. Alright, but there's no point of calling this complicated constant. Since constant is a constant, I'm going to call that guy c. So we would have is equal to some number c times e to the x to the 4th minus x. Alright, so we can find c using this initial value condition here. So plug in x equals 1. Right, so y of 1 is equal to, right, you have a c, right, you have a e to the, right, 1 to the 4th minus 1 is 0, so e to the 0. But e to the 0 is simply 1, so this is c. Alright, but it's supposed to be equal to negative 3, so c is negative 3. So therefore, we have a solution. Y is equal to, c came out to be negative 3. Then you have e to the x to the 4th power minus x. Alright, so that's how we get the answer we are looking for. Alright, that's it. I hope that this was clear.